Morning. Well, here we are with Morris conversion again. So there she is. If you remember, it were a saloon. I put a video up on YouTube about that and how we converted it from a saloon to a convertible. Obviously we're all strengthening bits, but today we're going to have a look at the running gear. And what I've done is I've gone for Vauxhall Chevette running gear. So there it is. That's all in and fitted now and done and up and running. Obviously this pipe here is just a temporary, and that's for my heater. I did that while I got it up and going. I've got a Peugeot radiator, and obviously so I'm going to have a fan outside, electric fan, which is going to be a pusher, and that'll work fine. That'll go in front of my grill area. Engine mounting wise, I've made some engine mountings down there, as you can see. They're original ones with the seat 4 holes. I've moved them back, made those, and then I've used the mountings off the gearbox. I used those, turned them round, and they seem to work fine on both sides. You can see there's the cable for the clutch, which was an easy scenario, and that just works off the bell housing. You can see it. Yeah, goes right round in a circle and then back to pedal box, which I'll show you that. A lot of people worrying about the I've done that, and all there is a bracket on there that goes to my pedal box. I've made a bracket for into that, kept original pedals, and then obviously that's the other end of it onto the clutch adjuster. That's it. While we're here, I'll show you the mount for the gearbox. Now that's rubber mounted, that with a single nut running straight up the middle of it. It's all mounted. You can go backwards and forwards, side to side, you know, and that's how that works. And I've kept my original cross member, cut the centre out of it, strengthened it up, and then put the plate off the original Vauxhall one and welded that to my cross member, and that's given me that. Going back off of there's my prop, and that goes into that torque box. Now I've had to have props shortened. I had to have that shortened, and I got some lads at Rotherham, Prop Technology. They charged me £40, and that would shorten it and balance it to give them length I give them. So I'm quite happy with that. Now this torque box here is a funny scenario, because from that point there to the back axle, which is Vauxhall, it's like a ribs all in one piece, if you know what I mean. And this torque box is 2 bolts, one at each side, rubber mounted, so there's some flexibility there, plus all that torque box moves around. It moves forwards, backwards, side to side, so when your back axle's going up and down and everywhere else, it all happens in that box there, and that all comes with a Vauxhall Chevette. Okay, right, we'll have a look at the back now, show you what I've done with that. The PDC is the same. I just put these wheels straight on, no problem, studded, and as you can see my hub capsule fits, so I can use my original wheels. That were easy enough. So that is the back axle out of the Vauxhall Chevette, with that torque thing coming off, torque box thing. That's all that there, and it goes up to that. That's the brainy bit there, and like I say, that moves up and down and side to side and forwards and backwards. That's the clever bit, that, which makes this conversion even easier. And all I've done here, there's some like little shoes here, what's it on top of your springs off your original axle, and I've made some of those. I've got this axle set. Obviously we run a line straight down the middle of the engine to the back axle, measured both sides. The actual axle itself is the same width as the Morris, so you've no problems there. Only thing you gain bigger brake shoes on the back, so that's a bonus really. And what we did is I've cleaned this off, everything I didn't need I've taken off, as you can see there, look. Yeah, because on here where suspension arms and everything else, springs and lot, only thing I left on what lugs for holding brake pipe on. Now brake pipe's an easy one, that's original, over the top, and then that goes off a bracket onto my flexi hose, and all I had to do was just one connection, so that were easy enough, wasn't it? Bleeding these as well at the back is easy, because I don't know if you've bled yours on your Morris, they're a swine to do, but I did it myself with a self bleeder and it seemed to work fine. Handbrake, I've used original cables on mine, so it's exactly the same up front, but at the back I've gone left to right and right to left, and then all I've done where my connectors go on, used to go onto my hubs, I put some, because the wire on the Vauxhall, and all I've done is returned them and then put some wire connectors on, so I made a loop. Can you see that? And that's just for the handbrake, that seems to work fine. Exhaust runs down the other side, there's loads of room for it, and I've got a Vauxhall exhaust up front up to this point, and then my back box over my axle is my original one. It's a bit like a power pipe at the moment, so I'll have to have a look at that. And that's about it really. And be quite honest with you, it's an easy fit. It wasn't difficult. Easy peasy. So, you're gonna fancy a change. I took it for a spin the other day, and be quite honest with you, it was smooth as silk. Just like a 1980s Vauxhall. Not the quickest thing on the market, but it seems to do the job. And it does. I was quite surprised at PDC what's same, and axle width at same, so you're not losing anything there. And like I say, only thing you've got to do is get your prop shortened, but for £40 it's not a big job, is it? You can make your own engine mountings, you know, you just need a stick welder and away you go. You might be asking about my speedo cable. Now I've not tried it yet because I ain't got to that point because I'm on with electrics, but that's me one I've got. I had one spared in garage. Now it did fit at the Vauxhall end, and all I've done is I've took my original end off and soldered that on, so that fits back in my speedo clock, and that's it. I've got a modern carb, a modern engine, modern running gear, and for what the car's going to be used for, it's as a bit of a wedding car, it's going to be fine. And we'll see how we go from there. I've no indicators I hope to worry about, I'm still on trafficators. Now then, putting stuff in top of your garage is always a good idea, isn't it? You know, with big dents like this, and on my bonnet and on my wing. So I woke up one morning, a box had opened, and decided to flatten everything up car. So I'll not be doing that again, will I? And that's it. So, great stuff. Right, catch you later.